Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going all in on one of the most important documents you will ever notarize as a notary public, the power of attorney. Now here's a question for you. What happens when a notary fills out this document incorrectly? At best, the document gets rejected. At worst, it becomes legally unenforceable, and someone loses their ability to manage a loved one's affairs. So today, we are not leaving anything to chance. We are going to walk through this document field by field, tag by tag, step by step, so that the next time a power of attorney lands on your desk, you are ready. Let's get into it. Before we touch a single field on this document, let's make sure we fully understand what a power of attorney actually is, because clarity here changes everything. First, the power of attorney is a legal document that grants one person, the agent, the authority to act on behalf of another person, the principal. Think of it as a legal handoff of decision-making power. Next, that authority can be broad or narrow. It can cover financial accounts, real estate transactions, medical decisions, business affairs, or personal property. And the checkboxes on this document let the principal choose exactly what they're authorizing. Keep in mind that the two most important people in this document are the principal and the agent. Both need to be identified clearly and accurately, and the principal must be present, competent, and signing completely of their own free will. That's where you, the notary, come in. Here is your complete field map. Every single section of this power of attorney numbered and labeled so you can see exactly where everything goes before we zoom in. First, notice that this document is divided into four main sections: the jurisdiction block at the top, the principal and agent identification section, the authority and duration section in the middle, and the notarial acknowledgement at the bottom. Next, you'll see tags numbered 1 through 22 covering every fillable field on this document. Just keep in mind that all 22 fields need to be addressed before your seal goes anywhere near this document. Some are completed by the principal, some by the witnesses, and the last four, fields 19 through 22, are completed exclusively by you, the notary. So let's now walk through each section step by step. Let's start at the very top of the document, fields 1 and 2, the state and county. Why does this matter so much? Because these two fields establish the legal jurisdiction of your notarial act. First, field 1, the state, must reflect the state where the notarization is physically happening. If you are a Tennessee notary, sitting at a desk in Clarksville, you write Tennessee, not the signer's home state, not the state where the property is located, the state where you are performing the act. Next, field 2, the county, must reflect the county of your notary commission. In Montgomery County, that's what goes here. Keep in mind that these aren't just formalities. If the wrong state or county appears on this document and it's ever challenged in court, the entire notarization can be thrown out. Start strong, get these right before moving on. Fields 3 through 6, and I want you to pay very close attention here, because this section is where most errors happen. First, field 3 is the principal's full legal name, and when I say full legal name, I mean exactly what appears on their government-issued photo ID. Not a nickname, not an abbreviated version, not a maiden name if the ID shows a married name. Exactly as it appears on the ID. Next, field 4 is the principal's current residential address. This cannot be a PO box, it must be a physical street address. Field 5 is the agent's full legal name, and field 6 is the agent's residential or business address. Same rules apply. Keep in mind that a name mismatch between this document and the principal's ID is one of the most common reasons a power of attorney gets rejected or challenged. You are the last checkpoint before this document goes out into the world. Make it count. Field 7, the authority checkboxes. And this is where the principal defines exactly how much power they are granting to their agent. Why does this matter? Because a power of attorney without clearly checked authority is essentially meaningless. The agent can't walk into a bank and say, I have authority, if the financial matters box isn't checked. First, let's walk through what each option means. Financial matters covers bank accounts, bill payments, and investments. Real estate transactions covers buying, selling, or leasing property. Medical decisions allows the agent to make healthcare choices and access records. Business affairs covers running or managing a business. And personal property covers vehicles, valuables, and personal possessions. Next, and this is important, your job as a notary is not to check these boxes for the principal, and it is not to advise them on which boxes to check. That crosses into legal advice. Your job is to confirm that at least one box is checked before you notarize. An unchecked document is an incomplete document. And what do we do with incomplete documents? We don't notarize them. Fields 8 and 9. When does this power of attorney start? And when does it end? First, field 8 is the effective date. This is the date on which the agent's authority kicks in. For most POAs, that's the date of signing. But sometimes a principal wants the authority to begin on a specific future date, maybe when they leave the country or enter a hospital. Whatever the case, this field cannot be blank. A POA with no effective date creates legal ambiguity about when the authority actually began. Next, field 9 is the termination condition. And here's where you need to pay attention to the checkboxes. One of these four options must be checked: revoked by the principal, ending on a specific date, ending upon the principal's incapacity, or another stated condition. Keep in mind, a power of attorney with no check termination condition is essentially an open-ended document. It has no off switch. This is the kind of detail that can create serious legal problems down the road. Make sure one box is checked before you proceed. Fields 10 through 13, the signature section. And this is where your presence as a notary becomes absolutely essential. First, field 10, the principal's signature, must be signed in your presence, not before, not at home the night before, not signed and then brought to you. In your presence after you have verified their identity. If someone walks in with a document already signed, politely ask them to re-sign in front of you or decline the notarization. Next, field 11 is the date of signing, which should be today's date, the date the principal actually signs. This date must match the date you record in the notary acknowledgment section. Keep in mind that fields 12 and 13, the witness signatures, vary by state. In Tennessee, a durable power of attorney may require one or two witnesses. Critically, the notary cannot serve as a witness, and the agent named in the document cannot serve as a witness either. Know your state's requirements before proceeding. Fields 14 through 22, and this is your section. These are the fields that only you, the notary, can complete. Let's walk through them carefully. First, fields 14, 15, and 16 are the date of the notarial act, the specific day, month, and year, not the date the document was created, not the date it was signed by the principal, the date you are performing the notarization. Field 17 is the signer's name, the principal, entered exactly as it appears on their government-issued ID. Field 18 is the type of identification they presented. Be specific: driver's license, state-issued ID, U.S. passport. Next, field 19 is your official notary signature, in ink, in person. Field 20 is your printed name exactly as it appears on your notary commission. Field 21 is your commission expiration date. And if your commission has expired, you cannot notarize this document. Keep in mind that field 22, your notary seal, must be clear, complete, and unobstructed. A smeared seal, a partial impression, or one that bleeds into text can render the entire notarization invalid. Press it deliberately, place it in a clear space, and make it count. Now let's look at what a fully completed power of attorney looks like from top to bottom. Notice how every field is resolved. No blank lines, no partial entries, no ambiguous checkboxes. First, at the top, state and county are clearly established as Tennessee and Montgomery County. The principal's full legal name, Mary Elizabeth Johnson, matches exactly what would appear on her ID. The agent is fully identified with a complete address. Next, the authority section has two boxes checked. The effective date is specific, and the termination condition is clearly selected. The signature section includes the principal's signature, the date, and two witnesses. Then at the bottom, your section, the notarial acknowledgment is complete with the specific date, the signer's name, the ID type used, your signature, your printed name, your commission expiration, and your seal. Keep in mind that this is the standard you should hold every power of attorney to before your seal touches it. This is the benchmark. This is what a bulletproof notarization looks like. And now the most important slide of this entire presentation, your 10-step checklist for notarizing a power of attorney. Print this out, put it in your notary bag, use it every single time. Step 1, verify the signer's government-issued photo ID and confirm the name matches the document exactly. Step 2, confirm every field is completely filled, no blank spaces. Step 3, confirm at least one authority checkbox is checked. Step 4, confirm the effective date and the termination condition are both present. Step 5, ask the signer directly. Do you understand this document and are you signing it of your own free will? This is your competency and willingness check. Step 6. Witness the principal's signature in real time. Step 7. Obtain witness signatures if your state requires them. Step 8. Complete all fields in the notary acknowledgement section: date, signer name, Idaho type, your signature, your printed name, and your commission expiration. Step 9. Affix your seal clearly and completely. And step 10, and so many notaries skip this: record the notarization in your notary journal. That journal is your legal protection if this document is ever challenged. Follow these 10 steps every single time, and you will never have a problematic notarization. Let's talk about the 5 most common mistakes that notaries make on a power of attorney, because knowing what to avoid is just as valuable as knowing what to do. First, never notarize a document that was pre-signed. I know I've said this before, but it bears repeating. If that signature line already has ink on it when the signer walks in, you ask them to sign again in your presence. Full stop. Number 2, a name mismatch. The principal's name in field 3 must match their government-issued ID exactly, not approximately, exactly. Number 3, unchecked authority boxes. A power of attorney with no checked powers is like a blank check. It's incomplete, and you cannot notarize it. Number 4, wrong jurisdiction. Your state and county go at the top, not the signer's home state, not where the property is, not where the agent lives. Your commission jurisdiction. And number 5, an expired commission or an illegible seal. Check your expiration date before every single appointment. Keep in mind, these 5 mistakes are all avoidable with a simple pre-notarization checklist. Use the one from the previous slide every time, and you'll never make any of them. And that's a wrap on our complete power of attorney walkthrough. You now have everything you need to notarize a power of attorney with absolute confidence. You know the 22 fields, you know the 6 sections, you know the 10 steps in sequence, and you know the 5 errors to avoid. Here's what I want you to take away from today. Your seal is not just a stamp, it's a declaration. It says, I verify this person's identity, I witness this signature, and I certify that everything on this document is in order. That responsibility is powerful, and today you've shown up to handle it professionally. If this video helped you, please like it and subscribe. It means everything to this channel and helps more notaries find this content. Share it with a fellow notary or someone who's just getting started. Stay professional, stay precise, and keep serving your community with excellence.